back. Yeah. Yeah, up tonight. Yeah, we up tonight. Y'all come on in here to this live. Come on in and get a good time with a good dose of information. So yeah, we talking about the provider, the man being the provider, and the ways that you gotta be able to know what a provider is, what is being provided. hmm A lot of times people think providing is all about provide money, and that's how we got our whole uh that's how we got everything conditioned now. We got everything conditioned now to be all about, providing in the aspect of financial money because relationships is all based on bills. People are getting together, getting in relationships, getting married based off of survival and being able to sustain themselves. That's their whole hidden agenda that they be having when it comes to these relationships. So what type of outcomes do you get from this? A lot of times you get uh, lying, you get manipulation, you get so many negative traits that manifest that give negative outcomes because it's coming all down to this mundane thinking. It's a mundane thinking, and man has minimized himself. Man has minimized himself because he thinks on this mundane level of providing, paying the bills. And because he doesn't think bigger and greater than this and he minimizes himself, to give his workforce, his energy, his time all over to be able to satisfy bills and certain things of that aspect to gain, maintain, and keep a woman. So this is the misconception that the masses is under. This is the misconception that the masses is under. So I'm about to go in and I'm about to break this down. And I'm about to give the full explanation in detail about the man being the provider. As the provider, what is he providing? What is he giving? What is he offering? hmm a lot of times, they say, what do you bring to the table? And you hear oftentimes how women say that, you know, they are the table. You got to look at it like this. To be the table, when you say what you bring to the table, you say, I am the table. You got to look at the position of responsibility that you're taking on. You see, with this table holds, whatever that is placed on the table. So if you want to be the table, that means all four of your legs got to be strong enough, sturdy enough, have the solid foundation and the brace to be able to hold whatever is placed onto the table. And this is why a lot of women are stressed out now. This is why a lot of women are going through anxiety, depressions, being overwhelmed because they made themselves the table. They put themselves in that position to where now they're bearing the load. This is what is so important with the man because as we get in and talking about what does the man provide, we're gonna talk about it. A man's strength is not just to be physically strong, but to be mentally strong, to be resilient, and having this base, having these principles within a man, this is what he's able to initially provide. He's able to provide surety. See, surety, when you look into the uh the definitions of law and the definitions in commerce, you'll find that surety is what backs the principle. The principle has the value, the surety has the honor. And this is what man's provides. You're looking at different things that can be offered. Money, money to do this, money to do that. But it's the safe haven. It's the safe haven to even be able to exist in a realm of peace and understanding, where your anxiety, your depression, your mishaps, you know what I'm saying? There's someone of honor and you know what I'm saying, someone presence with honor that knows how to, calm these things, to combat these things and overcome these things that's making your life better. This is what it means when it says a man being a provider. And when man has minimized himself to just be a provider in the aspect of paying bills, you know, he he comes short of all these other qualities that he's able to offer and provide because he's so focused on this realm. He himself doesn't allow himself to go to the point of being able to provide instruction, direction, knowledge, and wisdom, and these things like that. He can't provide the surety. So as we talk about providing, the man being the provider, see, I look back a lot of times in my life, right? It's a lot of times when I didn't have no money. I didn't have no money. I I wasn't in a position of having nothing, having shit. But what I did have, I had myself. I had me. I had me, the principles of who I was, staying true to who I am. These things like this is something that I kept close to me. I always remained within myself, true to myself. And because I was able to keep that aspect sharp and to be able to maintain that, it was a level of surety I was able to provide. Because you see, this the thing. It's like being a double-minded man. When a man is still unsure of himself, he cannot be surety to no one else. When he's still unsure, he's still hesitant in his decision making, he's still hesitant into who he is, the skills he offers, you know, when he's still finding this out and trying to put this together, you see, he can't be the leader. He can't be, the authoritative figure to be able to take the initiative. He can't be in these type of positions. And if you try to put him in these type of positions, he will lead to failure and destruction. So I'm going over these things because we have to really understand, have a better, standing on what it means when it says man is a provider. Because there's so much more that's in man that should be coming out, that should be expressed, that should be acted on. But because, a lot of guys think that, they can get some sex, they can, get a meal cooked, They, clothes folded up and washed and all that sorts of things. They think because they've, you know, received and getting these type of, treatments, they think that, once they're getting that, then that's enough. Nothing more of them is required because they look at that as the prize. They look at that as, you know, I can't sleep. What about you? Oh yeah, uh, yeah. They look at that as a prize, and the reason they look at it as a prize because they minimize they goals. They minimize, their best self into the things that they can accomplish in life. They minimize themselves to just be some, just get a nut and that's all they good for. That's what they take themselves to. And the sisters, you can't be with so mad at them because all they doing is just really just taking advantage. They just really just taking advantage of the state that man himself has minimized himself to be. And mhm, listen, man, I got like y'all gotta bear with me. I got about I was telling Charlotte today, I said, baby girl, I got like 6 different conversations going on right now. 6 different conversations going on. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because I'm providing wisdom. I'm providing instructions. I'm providing what's needed. See, you started pleasing them women, they wants, they desires and they wants. You started pleasing that stuff like that. And that's when you miss your mark. That's when you're not able to provide their needs because you're too overly focused on their wants because y'all both want the same thing. And this is what I say. Listen, man, you ain't gotta act like the bitch to get the bitch. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta act like her to get her. You ain't gotta favor her to have her. You can have her by still reframing and staying within yourself and your frame as a man. You know, when you build yourself up, when you strengthen yourself up, there's a lot of things that you're able to provide as a man. Because it's certain things that you had to do, had to participate in, had to overcome, had to figure out to get to triumph and victory. It's certain things that you had to go through that your own willpower had to make you do. As a man, ain't nobody telling you to do nothing. Even if you work a job, ain't nobody telling you to get up and go to work. Ain't nobody telling you to go and do the right thing here. You doing this on your own. You telling yourself to do it. So when you tell yourself to start building certain, start building in certain areas in your life, you know, certain talents and skills or certain weaknesses that you have, you start building on this and growing on this, it's going to be certain things that the universe itself is going to put you through because you sought out growth, you sought out knowledge, you sought out wisdom. And the way it truly comes to you is through, right sound teachers and experience. So as a man, as you groom and grow yourself and nurture and build yourself, you're going through certain experiences in life. And what you're learning from these experiences, this is why granddaddy was able to be at peace and sit back and and watch and watch TV. That's why granddaddy was able to sit back, and just chill and just, read the paper, more so sit back on the porch and just relax and think and stuff, because it was so much wisdom, so many experiences to be learning when you interact and see when you got skills, when you got talents, when you got things that you built up within yourself and you become a service to others. This is what you provide, man. You provide your service. This is the disconnection. This is the disconnection that many have because when it comes time to provide, when it comes time to provide, they have nothing to give to offer. They don't have no skill sets. They don't have no knowledge. They can't give you instructions on how to do something. They can't give you a blueprint or their theoretical, rationalized logical thinking, based off of their research, based off of experience, or based off of you know other people's experiences and stories given and told to them. They can't give you none of this. And when they can't give you none of this, they have to resort to the only thing that they can give you. And there's nothing but money. So this is how we become so minimized. See, men gonna become men gonna become so minimized to the point that, yeah, when it's time to really rise and stand up, yeah, yeah. Yeah, got Shawty trying to get on the live and shit. You know what I'm saying? A couple of people hit me up saying, "Yeah, what's the live? What's the live?" You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's 2:30 East Coast. You know what I'm saying? It's 2:30 East Coast, but I'm still on West Coast time. I'm still on Central time. I'm still on Pacific time. You know what I'm saying? Cause all time is mine. You know what I'm saying? All time is yours. All time is yours. See, you don't take advantage of your time. So really your time ain't yours. But when you learn to take full advantage of your time, you realize that all time is yours. Now, no matter how much time it is, it don't matter. All time is yours. Whatever time you got is yours. It's there. It's all for you. It's just about what you gonna do with it. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do with all this time? You know? And this is why many can't provide because what do they do with their time? What are they doing with their time? When it come that time to study, you know what I'm saying? Study to show thyself approved. You ain't been proven. You have not been proven because you ain't studied. You got to be learning how to be studious because when it's time to provide, when it's time to give your service, when it's time to make your sacrifice, okay, yeah, you ain't studying. You ain't studying to know how to apply yourself. So you missing out. When it comes time to step up, someone got to step up, take charge. Someone got to step up to know what to do. It's things going on in your household. It's things going on in your household. If something is to happen, whatever it may be, and you don't have not even the slightest knowledge of, you know, where to pinpoint it or where to go to or what's the next step to do. You don't have the slightest understanding of this. What are you providing? The woman is looking on, you know what I'm saying? The woman, the child, you know what I'm saying? Others, you know what I'm saying? They're looking on for direction. They're looking on to see what's next, what's to do, what's best, so they can be able to properly, you know what I'm saying, Do it, be it, enact it. But as man, are you providing that? Are you providing that sound, instruction on what's best, what's next, what's the focus point on what we should be, tending to and doing? What is the layout that we're going to, stick to for these next couple months, these next couple years, however the case may be? See, what is the thing that man provides? Man provides provision. Man has provision. He can be able to analyze things and see things down, and be able to, build something, craft something, create some type of device, some type of mechanism to be able to get to the destination they're getting to. So when you're talking about, providing, when you're talking about being a provider, you got to look at all realms and all spectrums of it. You can't just look at it from just a standpoint of, you know, I'm gonna pay these bills, the money is straight, make sure, you know, baby girl got enough money to get her nails done, make sure the children got enough. Listen, you gotta think bigger because you'll be working yourself backwards trying to maintain, see, this the thing about bills. This the thing about, day-to-day living expenses. Everybody has them. Everyone has day-to-day living expenses. So with that being said, because this is such a normal known thing that everyone, equally shares, which is the burden of having day-to-day expenses, you have to automatically think bigger than that. If you just think just to that level, then you're just thinking like everyone else. You just on the same level that everybody else on. So now that you're thinking a lot bigger, now that you're thinking past the lowest level of survival, see, this is about survival. So you want to get to your greatest self. You want to get to your creative. You want to get to your best self. You want to be in your mind. You in your spirit. You got to think bigger than just survival, because survival is thinking of the animalistic nature of you, and you want to think bigger than an animalistic nature. That's what animals do in the wild. They only survive. They survive every day. Every day is only about survival. But man has this gift, was granted this dominion to be able to have provision, to think outside the box, to not just be, contained within a box. So what does man do? Man steps outside that box. Man ventures out and adventures and seeks knowledge and understanding to be able to build self up. See, a lion can't build itself up. A lion is always gonna be a lion. Its nature will not change but as for man, man has evolved and changed in so many ways over hundreds and thousands, if not millions of years, have changed over time. And that is because at some point in time, there was men of that time that had provision to see something coming, whether it was good or bad, to be able to try to prevent something or to try to be able to create something. And this is the war that has always went back and forth and been combative of those who see ahead to try to control and those who see ahead to try to protect. You got those who want to be able to control things, control the people, oppress the people. Then you got people who see it, know it, and they do things to counteract this. So when you talk about what is man providing, man is providing protection with wisdom. He's a protector. But how does he protect? If he only protect with his gun, with his violence, then it will be more destruction to come. But a lot of times, this what this what men fail to realize is they want to be so macho, so high powered, they want to be so big. You know what I'm saying? To the point that, yeah, they don't understand that to be a true protector, to be able to protect something, you have to have knowledge. You have to have discernment. See, I'm a military veteran. And not only am I a military veteran, but the field that I went into while in the military, in security forces, the things I had to learn and skills and training I had received, and then getting out of the military and then going into security guard, having a security company, doing private security, I can tell you for a real fact. I came in the game working in the strip club, turn around, start doing private security for the strippers. Turn around, start being real big security. Always providing the secure platform and environment to make sure that everything is safe, everything is okay, everything is, you know what I'm saying, trusted. See, there's an entrustment that you gotta have. So what does man provide? When you're talking about what does man offer, what does man provide? Man provides trust, his trustworthiness. See, his honor of his character, his merit that he displays, his consistency in his nature, this is trust. And because many are not consistent in who they are, who they claim to be, and who they say to be, many are not establishing that and stand on that. They're constantly changing. They're constantly switching up. One day they want to be like this. Next day they want to be like this rapper. Next minute they following this trend. They just going with the flow. And a man don't go with the flow. A man creates the flow. Anytime I'm popping game on a woman, she going with the flow. She just going with the flow. What does man provide? Man provides conversation. See, it's so many things that man provides. But see, when men are not around men and not, you know what I'm saying, having that fellowship and that communication with men, you know what I'm saying, they gonna miss out on all the fruits of what manhood is really all about. Because when you come around me and my brother, when you come around me and my partners, we talking about information. We provide information to each other. And anytime there's information being conveyed and shared, don't you know that I'm in the mix of it? Trust me and believe me, I'm getting some of it. I want some of it. I'm obtaining to it. Because I'm always seeking knowledge. I'm always seeking the understanding. And because I seek it, when it comes, you know what I'm saying, I attend to it. I listen to it. So this is what it's about. So anytime you come around knowledge, when knowledge is being provided, when instructions is being provided, when wisdom is being conveyed, you want to be amongst the ones that's receiving and taking it in. You want to be the one that can be able to attend to it, listen, take notes to it, go back and research and study on it. As I say, study to show thyself approved. Prove to yourself. Prove to yourself that you right. Prove to yourself that you are in the sound understanding of the truth by studying, by analyzing, by doing the proper research, by cross-referencing, comparing, contrasting two different viewpoints on the same topic to be able to develop your understanding. Because it's going to come a time that you're going to be in a situation. This is why you have to have your understanding for yourself. It said hide the word in your heart. That means you can't go in someone else's heart and someone else's life and try to live through them and what was best for them. You got to go within yourself. Because it's going to come a time and situation that it's going to be, you're going to be called to provide something that's inside of you. It ain't going to be no one to the left or right. It ain't going to be no one around that's going to be able to, lead you and tell you what you do. You're going to have to be able to have this within you in that moment. So what does man provide? Everybody talk about the 50-50. Going 50-50 on the bills. The man cover the rent, the woman cover the utilities, or split the rent, and whatever the case may be. Go both in on the groceries. That's what it's all about. That's what we're coming to. That's what we've devolved ourselves to be, is now man, because he does not have the knowledge of law, because he does not have the knowledge of building, because he does not have the knowledge of growing, he has to subsidize himself to, be into conformity of what society wants when it comes to what a man is, what a man ain't, what a man do, relationship values and relationship goals. He has subdued himself into that because of because of the lack of things that he's yet to obtain in other areas. Building a home, growing some food. See, you got to think outside of the box. You got to really think back to the basis of things, of man. What is man? In these times right now, you got to be able to really stand on something so much greater and bigger than money. Because money will be your downfall if you don't think bigger than money itself. See, if you only just think money itself, money gonna be your downfall. And when you don't have it, when it's not available, when it can't do nothing for you, when you trying to provide it, you gonna have to deal with that and face that. You gonna have to be able to face that shit. It's gonna be all on you. It's gonna be time for you to step up and do something, and your money gonna be no good. Your money gonna be of no value. And then what you gonna do? What you gonna resort to? What type of training? What type of teaching? Is there any knowledge, any resources knowing how to? I'm telling you, I'm tired, man. I've been up today. Up for real. If you can't see it in my eyes, I've been up for real. So, yeah, man, with that yawn right there, that mud just hit me. I've been a little tired, but it didn't hit me. But with that being said, I'm still going. This the time that we gotta build on this. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't really be wanting to be asleep. I don't like being sleepy and being asleep. I'm trying to be up. If I could be, I'd be up 24 hours, popping game 24 hours. All day, all night. All in between from noon up to noon down. Yeah, not sun up, but yeah, noon up. You know what I'm saying? Cause who I'm gonna talk to in the morning on the sun up? Y'all mugs ain't up. Y'all don't be up. I promise you, we can be doing affirmation calls right now. Y'all ain't getting on the affirmation calls. I don't believe in you. You gonna have to show me. You gonna have to show me. You gonna have to prove me. You gonna have to let me see. Is you gonna be up? Is you gonna be getting on the affirmation call? You know what I'm saying? And I'm about out my cup of water. I've been over here sipping good. So yeah, you gonna see how much longer I'm gonna go on. You know what I'm saying? Because we gonna have to really break this down on what does man provide, and if we continue to, go with the narrative of what women think that what man is supposed to provide, we're going to be forever, you know what I'm saying, in this wreck and chaos, not realizing that it's so much more to man in your nature that God gifted you and gave you that you're not even utilizing. It's all right there for you. You ain't even utilizing doing nothing with it. Cause it's easier, it's easier just to pay for it. This is why this pimping gonna always reign supreme. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna really bring it up and get into it, but man, let's talk about it, man. Let's get into it. A lot of ones is really simping out here, man. A lot of suckers is really simping out here. They simping hard, And then what make it even worse is, they getting pimped out by the bill collector. They getting pimped out by the uh the IRS. The IRS pimping them out. Got them controlled by their finger, wrapped around their finger. Every move they make, every breath they take, every step they take, every breath they make. They be paying taxes, and these don't even be taxes that's going actually to the government, to back to the people in the land. Man, these taxes that's really going to private investors and bankers, you know what I'm saying? That deceives, you know what I'm saying, the assets, the power, control over the American people. And you mean to tell me you basing your compatibility, your relationship, your marriage, all this stuff, it's falling back on, you know what I'm saying, the fact that this is a oppressive state of being and living that we exist in, and it's not right. And instead of, you know what I'm saying, making the sacrifices to make it right in your life, doing whatever you gotta do, you take the route and just pay. You just gonna pay. I'm not gonna just pay. I'm gonna make the sacrifices. Sacrifices being made. But with these sacrifices that's been made, I'm able to provide a lot of different type of wisdom, instructions, beautiful instructions, greatness in knowledge, good knowledge that's gonna come into somebody's life if they apply and take it serious, and it's gonna help them, gonna save their life, gonna change their life, gonna take their present state of where they at and lift them up to something better if they take it serious and apply it. If they hold this shit close to them, if they, you know what I'm saying, really, have that dedication in them. Gotta have that dedication in them. Yeah, but it's coming up on 40 minutes, Good 40 minutes, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to probably do a part 2. We're going to get more into, man is the provider. What is it that man provide? Yeah, we're going to get more into this, That being said, listen, that's that Mac and stacking fruit snacking. Ain't no lacking in my game. Make sure you go to the website, www.greencitycleancity.org. We are an organization, nonprofit. We are, established church for the community, for the people of the land, So Make sure you go to the website, www.greencitycleancity.org. Go on, donate, check out the page, get some merch and some products that's available. You know, see more so, you know, what we do. Check out the Instagram page, Green City, Clean City. Make sure you want to get tapped into that Instagram page. If you like to join the movement, reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? Best to be able to go into the Green City, Clean City website, subscribe, send a message, or go to Instagram. But make sure you reach out to me so you know what I'm saying, get a part of something great. And you know, and stay tuned, subscribe, make sure you like this, share this. Yeah, share this video. Get this video out to someone else. Like, it's a man right now, it's a sister right now who need to hear this information so something can click. You know what I'm saying? So they can think of so much bigger than what they thinking at right now. It's something that gotta spark their mind, gotta prick their consciousness to give them a different type of thought, a different type of viewpoint and reasoning or something. Make them bigger than what they are. So make sure you share this. As good as it was for you, yeah, it's gonna be good for someone else. It was good for me. It was good for me. Still good to me. Gonna always be good to me. And I'm here to pass that goodness on to you. Yeah, this that Mac and stacking fruit snacking. Ain't no lacking in my game. You know what I'm saying? Just tea sipping, never slipping. I'm gonna show you how to do this shit right. You know, king talking, soldier walking. Yeah, how to talk like the king and walk like the soldier. Peace.